So if we have police women fully empowered with knowledge and skills to address the problems of fellow women outside there in the communities. There are so many women suffering under SGBV, under domestic violence and child abuse. So the women who are here, who are getting the knowledge and getting the skills in the police work, will be effective and efficient in managing these cases. We have been moving to several police stations within Awil town here, even outside Awil town, and we observe that there are very few women investigators. Even the few who are there are not very competent because they don't have the basic skills in policing. So we feel by having such a training is really forming a basis for our fellow, even the men, but basically the women, because you know, as mothers, naturally we are leaders. We were born leaders and there is no choice about that. Whether the men like it or not, fellow women, as mothers we are leaders. So when we have a chance to come and attend this training, it gives us a higher opportunity to take up these leadership positions. Very soon we may have a police commissioner who is a woman in Awil, and we shall be Okay. Basing on that, sir, I thank you for considering this as a very good opportunity for the women to participate in this training. You told me you have finished the first phase of the training and now we are going to the legal part of it, which is very, very paramount. Okay, because as police officers, yes, we need the military skills because we are dealing with sophisticated people. The criminals are planning even more than we are doing. So we want to be prepared to manage the criminals. But even when we are prepared physically, we also need to be prepared mentally and psychologically. And that is why we need the law classes. It is good for a police officer to be empowered both physically and morally, so that when you are handling situations that come across to you, you have both the moral and the physical skills. So we applaud this and we are grateful that we are part of this morning. As implementers of the law, of course it is our responsibility to know what laws exist in our country and how we are going to address and implement them. The people in the community look at us as police as the biggest and the easiest and the nearest government agencies to approach. Even back home from my country in Uganda, where most of you have been, I believe, the community has a lot of confidence in the police than any other government institution. Talk about the hospitals, talk about the other legal systems, talk about maybe the construction, road construction. Everywhere police is the easiest government institution where members of the public run to. Therefore, it is good that when we have the confidence from the public to run to us, then we should not disappoint them by not knowing what to do or not doing the right thing. Even when you know, you may decide to do the right thing. So by getting this training, it means they are preparing you to meet the members of the public and attend to them in the right way. So as police, we are supposed to be open to the members of the public. It doesn't matter what report has been brought to you, but because you are a public servant and you are an agent of the government, please open your hands for everyone to reach to you. Because even when you don't have the knowledge, or even when you don't have the mandate to attend to that person's concern, you are the easiest person, you are the nearest person a simple member of the community can easily reach. So please receive them, listen to them and advise them. If you cannot handle, we have very clear chains of command. Please refer like that, like that. Eventually you will find us satisfying the needs of our community. And when we have a satisfied community, it means we shall have a developed community. And a developed community definitely will embrace peace, which we are all craving for here in South Sudan. So as a police institution, really, I am so happy and blessed to find an organized team like this, getting skills and knowledge of managing police work. As a police officer, I know there are so many challenges across us, and especially as police women. But fellow police officers, stand strong, because by being a police officer is not an accident. It is not a mistake, it is God's call. You get me?
Yeah.
It is not a choice, it is God's call that you are a police officer. So God has positioned you in your position. However small your position is, He wants you to serve His people. And not the people of elsewhere, but the people of where? Of South Sudan. So kindly don't disappoint your God, who has positioned you in that position. And also with God, through your commanders, you have been identified out of the many, because there are so many who wanted to join police, but they did not join. So if you have been one of the lucky that has been trusted and identified to be a police officer, please don't disappoint the authorities that have given you the chance. So I want to encourage you, fellow police officers, that after this you will go and get exposed to members of the public. You're going to find so many challenges. But because you have the skills now which you are acquiring here, you are going to be able to address and manage those problems when you come across them. I think that is the basis and the reason why this training is taking place.